You're just going to find some woman that you're going to mess with right now. Eventually, y'all are going to fall out like you've fallen out with the other relationships you had up to this point. And now, unlike those other relationships where you can just kind of ghost them and not have to deal with them no more, you still have to deal with them because you have to see them at work.
Alright guys, so this gentleman got something on his chest and we've got to talk about it. So he's basically saying, do not date a woman at work because you don't want to mess up your bag. Yes, the money comes first. The last thing you want is to get caught in this web and find yourself called to the HR and coming out of the HR room with a sad face with a door gently closing behind you. That is when you know you messed up. But you know what? Let's hear what our main man got to say.
We're going to talk about dating at work and why you shouldn't do it. This is a straight shooter one. This to me doesn't require a whole lot. Don't do it. All right. Do not date at work. It never works out. It causes nothing but issues. There's all sorts of little creative metaphors, people put on it, messing where you eat or sticking your Peter in the payroll, all of that stuff, all of what they say. It's just not a good idea. In the history of ever, has this never been a good idea? It's going to fail, more likely than not. You have your special situations where it doesn't, but more likely than not, it's going to fail. When it fails, it's going to make things awkward at work for you. You don't want that because now the person you've been messing with, you have to see every day after the stuff failed. Your business is going to become workplace gossip. You don't want that. You don't want people at work knowing a lot about your life. You really don't. People at work are not your friends. Oh, shit. I don't care that you see them all the time. They're not your friends. And to prove they're not your friends, think about this. Think about the person you thought you were so cool with, you were so tight with at work. You thought y'all were really good friends. They either stopped working there or you stopped working there. After one or the other stopped working there, how much contact did you have with them after that? Probably little to none. So that right there shows you y'all aren't really friends like that.
So generally speaking, I agree with him. I think it's a bad deal and you don't want to sign up for this, especially in 2024 in this generation where society would obviously believe a woman over you, the man, when it comes to anything physical or sexual conduct. Yes, so you don't want to find yourself in such a situation, unlike back in the days where you ask your old boy or dad that, how did you meet mom? Is basically going to say, we met at work. I mean, that was the trend at the time. But in 2024, my friend, just run.
Because the basis of your relationship it revolves around you guys seeing each other at work. And now that element has been removed, you have nothing. You have no alliance with them. So don't be fooled by that. You don't have friends at work, and it is highly unlikely that you're going to find your wife at work. You're just going to find some woman that you're going to mess with right now. Eventually, y'all are going to fall out like you've fallen out with the other relationships you had up to this point. And now, unlike those other relationships where you can just kind of ghost them and not have to deal with them no more, you still have to deal with them because you have to see them at work. Also, you get fired behind messing with somebody at work because many places nowadays, especially with Me Too being like as rampant as it is, look, man, just don't do it. Do not get involved. The difference between it being harassment and flirting comes down to if she's attracted to you or not, how much she's attracted to you or not. There's this one meme that I saw, and I thought it was pretty profound. It had a guy saying, you look good in that dress or something to that effect. And the guy, she found to be attractive. So she took it as flirting. But then it has, a not so great looking guy saying the exact same thing. You look good in that dress. And it's harassment. See how silly that is? It really comes down to you being attractive to her or not. That can be, and not in all cases, but in many. That can be the deciding factor between her finding what you said to her flattering or her going to HR over what you said. So just don't even do it. Do not mess with women at work. It does not work out in the man's favor mostly. You're gonna end up either in a weird situation where things didn't quite pan out with her. Either you decided you didn't want to deal with her no more, or she decided she didn't want to deal with you anymore, and now you have this awkward work situation where you have to see them every day, but try to avoid them because it's awkward when you do see them. You also have a situation where you might just get fired if it's one of those companies that really frowns upon this, and you like signed something when you were getting hired and you wouldn't fraternize or whatever with coworkers, and you broke that, you could get fired over it. It's too many reasons not to.
So yeah, it's too risky, very risky, because 9 out of 10 commotion awaits you at the end of the day. Yes, and you don't want to be in this type of commotion because it can really get messy. Like, I mean, really messy. Because come to think about it, like, you are working with the person, you are going to be seeing the person often as possible. Like, you are going to be crossing path every day. So from morning to evening, you're always in each other's face. And to just make it worse is when it comes to position where one has to take order from the other. Oof. Yeah, that right there, my friend, is a death wish.
Too many reasons not to go here. There's too many people on this planet for you to be risking your employment, risking your livelihood over some chick at work that you just think is cute. You're thinking with the wrong head. So that's why I'm here, to warn you not to think with the wrong head. Do not mess with a chick you work with. Not now, not ever. When I was 19, I had one of my OGs in my life tell me this was not a good idea and tell me why it wasn't a good idea. Now, I had never really messed with a chick at work up to that point, so I didn't have any experience with this. But he told me of an experience that he had where he was kind of liking some chick that he worked with, and he said his manager came over to him and told him like, "Hey, man, no, don't even think about it." So his manager like told him from jump, don't even do it. Like, he's seen it, they were kind of friendly or whatever, and he not stupid, he knew where this would possibly go, so he told him don't even get involved. They don't really, I don't want to say support, but encourage employee hookups, or however way he put it. And I think he might have told him that he could and would get fired behind it if they found out that he was messing with her. So he said that was it for him. I didn't need to learn this myself. Once he told me that, I was good. I took that. I was 19, and I applied that to my life ever since. And I've never made that mistake, but I've seen others time and time and time and time again make that mistake. So leave these women at work alone. I understand she's cute. I understand she's flirting. Keep it business. You at work. You trying to earn a paycheck. Nobody there is your friend. No woman there is likely going to end up being your wife. Focus on getting that bag. That's why you clocking in the first place. Do not risk your bag over some cute face or some skirt. That's insane. Again, you're thinking with the wrong head. So I'm here to steer you in the right direction. Don't do these things.
All right, guys, so there you have it. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this topic, because I mean, generally speaking, I think it's a bad deal, but anyway, I still want to know. I'm curious, man, because there are a couple of success stories out there. Yeah, but have you tried, and it didn't work out? Let me know in the comment section. Are you hitting on someone already? What's the situation? I would really love to know, because yeah, so we can learn from each other. You feel me? I'm really, really curious. But in this generation, 2024, on a more serious note, will you pass or you will not pass when it comes to situations like this? provide me with some answers. And until next time, I'll see you guys.